Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Highlander Platinum in the color red. Let's take a look. Starting up front here underneath the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 264 horsepower, 309 pound-foot of torque, when properly equipped to towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below. Across your front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules. These are your front parking sensors, and then underneath your front logo is your front-facing camera. Along to the side here, we have 20-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and you'll find additional cameras and puddle lamps on the bottom to contribute to the surround view camera effect. On both of your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about that more on the driver's side. Moving back, all of your rear windows do come with factory tinting, and up top here we have silver roof rails. Approaching the back, across your rear bumper, much like the front, we have backup parking sensors. Left-hand side, you have your Highlander badge. Right-hand side, you have your Platinum all-wheel drive trim level badge. Then underneath of your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your rear space here, simply reach underneath of your logo and press the button, and it should automatically raise up for you. Inside, we have, of course, both a second and third row seating. Second row has independent captain's chair style seats, which means that there is no middle seat here. It is a travel path or used for storage. We'll talk about that more when we get up there. Third row seating here you can find has a 60-40 split on the left-hand side. This allows your seat to be able to fold down flat on either side. Same thing goes for your second row. All of this can be achieved by releasing the handle triggers on the top outside corner of your seats. You can find out on each one of the 4 sectors. In the back for your third row, we have plenty of storage space with cup holders as well throughout here. And you'll find this large piece of plastic covered stuff. This is your Highlander carpeted mat in the factory packaging, and there's a couple other accessories underneath of it. In the back here, of course, we have this large piece across this. This is your cargo net. Straps in up top on these little hooks, and then also goes down all the way to the bottom and will attach to the cargo hooks. You can find one in each one of the 4 corners. Of course, they are tucked away right now, but you can see that little silver piece right there. That is your cargo hook. It stretches all the way across the back. Helps to keep things from moving around too much when you're in transit. It also has a built-in envelope style, which means that you're able to place things inside of it to use in case you need to have easy access to things, such as maybe reusable bags or any sort of sports equipment that you don't want to have to reach all the way throughout the back to access. We also have the Highlander branded rubber mat liner. This goes across the designated cargo space and against the back of the third row seating. This helps protect your vehicle from any damage from your cargo and protect your cargo from damage from the vehicle. It also is much easier to remove and clean this for any dirt or debris versus that typical carpeted interior that holds onto dirt and debris a whole lot stronger. If you're looking for your spare tire kit, look underneath of this rubber mat lining. You'll find this little tab. Lift this guy up. Everything you need will be stored right underneath. You can see your tools on the left. You'll find this little porthole on the right. And looking straight back, you have illustrations and instructions on how to access the compact spare through said porthole. To close up your rear space back here, you can use the optional kick sensor, the electronic button on the right, or the handle. Simply give it a press, and it should close all the way back down just as it went up. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, you'll find your interior upholstery is the black leather red with black stitching. We do have this slight texturing detail that comes through the seats for a more luxurious feel. As we said, we have the Independence Captain's chair for the second row seat, which means that there is no middle seat here. Instead, there is storage space and cup holders. There's also armrests in the center here, so you're not worried about losing that fold-down armrest in the middle section. And there is built-in armrests you can see inside of the door as well. Looking up overhead, you have a panoramic moonroof for everybody inside to enjoy. Then on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, there is pouch storage. Back of your console, you have an independent third-zone air conditioning control panel. So this can be controlled from the back. You have your fan speed, your mode, and your temperature. And this can be controlled from up front. We'll talk about that when we get up there. Your second row seat occupants also have 3 variant levels for heated seat controls. Down below, you have your charger options. And we currently have the Highlander rubber mats All new units come with both rubber and carpeted mats. On the side of the seat, you will find adjustments to be able to move the seat around in order to get an easier walkway to get to the third row seating if your occupants don't want to go through that middle section. Inside your door, you have plenty of storage space. We also have our first look at the wood grain trim. We'll find that all throughout your front cab space. We also have a built-in sunshade. This helps to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without impeding on their views. Just hooks up top here just as easily. This can unhook, go all the way back down, and goes completely flush in with your door frame. Back again to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can just tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside your driver's door, next to your handle, you have memory seat settings. Down below, you have your power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. On the left, this allows you to fold your mirrors in a flat with the unit of your body. This can be set up to work automatically with locking and unlocking of the unit, or you can manipulate the controls manually through this little panel as well. Of course, we have electronic seat adjustment in front here, back, front, up, down, and your lumbar support. You've got your hood release and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Then you have a little storage compartment. Up top, you have your automatic headlamps, your surround view cameras. Give that a press, and you'll find that your infotainment turns to this full look around of your unit in live time. You can pause this at any point in time to take a closer look at everything around you. You can also change your perspective from where you're looking, and then there is a further customization for this as well. To get rid of this, you can press that original button again, or just press the little exit on the top corner. It'll go back to its normal infotainment. Then you have your automatic start-stop and your heated leather steering wheel control, as well as the power trunk release. Up top, odometer trip and dash brightness. Taking a look on the steering wheel here, left-hand side is controls for the dash display. Then you have hands-free communication, volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, including sonar and lane departure. Looking on top of your dash, you'll find this little cutout right up top. Then if you look upwards, you might be able to see the heads-up display. This is a great little built-in feature. It helps you to be able to keep an eye on any of your pertinent information, such as your odometer and your compass for direction, without having to take your eyes off of the road to do so. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at the optional navigation. You can choose to connect this through Toyota Connected Services. Then you have your audio listening. This includes AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there are optional USB adapters as well. Under that is your phone connectivity, and then all of your vehicle information. So you have your trip info, and then also a climate display, front, rear, and options. So your Eco Heat Cool and rear windshield de-icer. At the bottom is all of your customization and settings. So you have personal profile, Bluetooth devices, notification, Wi-Fi display, sound media, software update, apps, etc. Underneath this is the climate control center. Up front, we have dual climate control, so the driver and front passenger, we can have the whole unit synced up to work together as one. You can have each one of the zones independent, so driver, front passenger, and rear passengers, or you can have just the rear work independent to work up top. There are a whole lot of different variations for how you can sync up this unit. This way you're able to ensure that everybody inside the unit is at the perfect temperature at all times. Then you have your defrost for front and rear windshield, as well as your side mirrors, and the defrost for your rear windshield wiper blade. Super useful here in cold Canadian winters. You get in your car in the middle of winter, can't even get the blade in the back to work because it is frozen to the windshield. This will take that problem right off your plate. Left-hand side and right-hand side, you'll find 3 variant levels for both heated and cooled seats. You've got the orange for the heat and the green for the cool. In the middle, you have your 4 ways. Then you have your push-start ignition. Storage space goes the whole way across your front dash. Up front, you'll find this little glowing green dot, and you'll notice this black pad right next to it. That is a wireless charging pad. It is compatible with all wireless charging devices. Nice thing is you can slap your phone in there. If you notice, there are little bumpers along each one of the sides, as well as this being a built-in tray design, so the phone's not going to go flying as soon as you shift into gear, and you still have a clear line of sight to your phone screen for any notifications coming in and out. Underneath that, you have storage space on the left, charger options on the right, then more wood grain trim all throughout this middle console space. Up front is the cup holders, then you have your gear shift, driving modes, so your sport, normal, and eco, then you have the dial for your mud and sand to rock and dirt, parking brakes, then you have traction control, snow, and downhill assist. Looking back from here, you have your console space, slides open, you have an independent tray that moves up top here, additional chargers on the inside, and super deep storage space all the way down. And if you look over, you'll also find this same quilted detailing is on your front seats as it is in the back. Right hand side, like we said, we have storage all the way across. We also have this beautiful metallic detailing. Then up overhead, on your rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. These are your garage door openers. Of course, right now you have a normal reflective space, but if you flip the switch, you'll find that this switches instead to a camera view looking out the back. This is a great little built-in feature to have in case you have anything inside of your cab with you, whether it's people or cargo. It's maybe blocking your way, you can't see out very easily. Circumvent that problem entirely, just flip the switch and you can see directly outside, no problems. Up from there you have a sunglasses compartment, but if you open it up, you'll also find that this is another built-in mirror. This way you're able to keep an eye on rear seat passengers without having to use the rear view mirror to do that. On top of that, you have your overhead lighting control SOS and the controls for your panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Highlander Platinum in the color red. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.